What's up, Toots? How you doing? Y'all make sure y'all share the live. Go to Caffeine as well. You just had a snippet of your Verbal Warzone battle that was going around, going kind of viral. How was your first experience on Verbal Warzone?
My first experience was good. They showed love, very professional the whole way through. Like, from them, corresponding with the beat, the opponent. She reached out to me before the battle, like not even on no rah-rah shit, but just like, it was my first time battling on a beat, and she actually is like she make music, but it was her first battle.
Right.
So it was like kind of a first for both of us. It definitely was a learning experience, and it was a good battle. I feel like I beat. She feel like she won, but I think they make a good battle. Because you got people on both sides saying, oh, Zen won, but she won. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she rolled the beat, but I feel like my bars is a little bit more solid.
So that is something that you're interested in doing again?
Yeah, of course. I do. I want to do it again because I want to see, like, my growth. Like,
anybody you'd like to see on the beat?
Jada Ray went there and she had a real good showing. I like her. So I wouldn't mind going back and forth with her on a beat.
Well, she don't sell tickets and she don't bring views. So you sure you want to do that?
Who, Jada?
I'm just playing. That's what they said.
Oh, they be saying a lot. I don't know. Battle rap is like a hobby for me. So like, the popularity part, that shit don't be for me. Like.
And then they just do you prefer battling on the beat?
No.
No. You're more into getting your bars up.
Yeah, like I like to be able to structure the shit on a beat. You can't. It sounds crazy when you're trying to stuff too much into like that little teeny block, that little teeny, I guess, cadence they call it. Like I really don't know nothing about like making music for real. But trying to stuff too much in there, I don't think it sound right. That's why I don't think battle rap.
And before this, we hadn't seen you get the surprise battle versus K Prophet. Frank, how did that battle come out? Why did it end up being a surprise?
I think I came with like material because the way it came to me, like, oh, it's just like 2 rounds, 3 minutes. I mean, 3 rounds, 2 minutes. Mm-hmm. So that's how it came to me. But I felt like Prophet rapped longer than me. She had more content.
Right.
And I think she had like better content too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really prepared for that battle. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I just felt like she kind of had more content, like more good content, and she rapped longer. So it was kind of like you can clearly see that she beat me. But I think that if I think it was within a time frame. Plus, I'm not no nut ass nigga. I'm not gonna be like, oh, time, because niggas was in there doing that. But I let her rock. I think it was a good showing for me. It was my debut at the ring.
Yeah, and we hadn't seen you in a while. I know we hadn't worked.
Yeah. Plus, I didn't choke. Last time I was at Queen of the Ring, I had did a little bit of choking. So I was like, no more of that.
And then we've been before that you battled E-Hump. It was at one point where like you were making some moves. There's a bit of to see where your career. Why you run into these roadblocks?
It'd be life, like it'd be everyday life. Like I'm really responsible for not just my kids that everybody always mentioning. Mm-hmm. Like how they be like, oh, you the matriarch of the family. I don't like to say like, oh, I'm the matriarch of my family, but like I really am. And like my mom, and then it was my sister, but they are like the financial portion of our family. Whereas then it comes back on me to make all the moves for like my nephews, my nieces, like for them to get in school and things like that. Like I do like the professional part, where my sister and my mom would like finance everything for everybody. So
oh, getting arrested live on filling out a Springfield Mall live.
No, because I had to look up because like this guy close. But no, like so yeah, it be life that be just kind of like, and I be having to make the decision like, all right, can I put my energy into this at this time? And I really can't because I mean I can, but it's like my priorities. Like, I might just got a new job and I gotta focus. Because, I don't be doing no slumming or bumming shit.
So with you coming back outside this year, that changed that more is this?
So, well, I don't know if y'all know my sister, and I don't really want to make this about her, but like my sister loved battlerap, so she would always tell me like, "You be playing, like just get out there, do it." Da, da, da. So like a lot of my experiences that's going to happen is based on the fact that she wanted me to push further in battlerap, and because I'm like a student, I'm a cosmetologist, just opened up a business last year, so it's like now I'm about to graduate school in June. And I'll have a little bit more wiggle room. So I don't know like how many people like been to cosmetology school, but it's based on like how many hours you get. So like, and when you don't get the hours, they'll drop you. And I like dropped 20K on this joint. So it's like, nah, I invested my money into it. I need that license. So yeah. Right. But I graduate in June, so it's like I'm trying to set some things up because I got some wiggle room now. I got my own business. I don't got to worry about working for nobody. You know what I'm saying? And my nieces and my nephews are secure. My children are secure. So it's like I got more time to put my focus into other stuff.
So when you got the call for Evolution, were you surprised, or how did you feel when you got the call?
I wasn't really surprised because Babs had already been like, "Yo, just be patient with me or whatever the case may be. I'll figure something out for you because we want you to come back to clean the ring." Debo was saying the same thing. At the time, I hadn't really been like in contact with Debo about nothing. Like every business that I was doing was like through Babs. So she just hit me and was like, "Yo, this bunny called me." I called her, and she was like, "Yo, I got you." What's his name? J2.
J2.
Yeah, she was like, "I got you, J2." So I'm like, "All right, I know who he is. That's fine. Like I like him. Like he's all over the place. I need that energy. I'm cool with it." So then she hit me back and was like, "No, my bad. I made a mistake. His name is Flykingi."
One of them gay niggas.
Or something to that effect. But I love the gays though. Y'all, like he was saying yesterday, it ain't that about battlerap. It's just like I think everybody should love whoever they want to love. Like that's how I feel. You feel me? Like love is love. Like you can't put it into no box. But anyway, so she told me, so I said, I already agreed to it, but I never seen this man or never heard of him. So I ain't gonna turn it down. So I said, all right, cool. She said, Debo gonna hit you. So I looked and I said, oh, this bitch, he got a lot of energy too. He got a lot of energy too. Okay, cool. So I was like, all right, that's fine. So, I finalized and I hit Debo up and I was like, I'm cool with it. Like, I'm cool with it. I think it's like right up my alley, actually.
They told me to come have correction funeral coming.
Hi, Sam.
He said you have a funeral coming up. What's
up?
You
said I got a funeral coming up?
Said you got a funeral coming up.
Bitch, I'm about to be casket's fucking sharp. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck you talking about?
How does it feel? Either way, whether it was Jake or Flykingi, it's gonna be the first. This is gonna be the first gay male to make their debut on Queendom. That a bit of for you. Want to that as far as how.
Wait, hold on. You broke up towards the end. You said, would it be a challenge for me? What?
On how to approach it.
No. Like I'm excited for him to make his debut or whatever the case may be. But again, like popularity and stuff like that, they don't move me. For me, I looked at him and I was like, okay, this is what I need because I felt like I fell short of who I am as a person in battlerap because now I had to change my style to try to fit in. I didn't know what a fucking setup was or metaphor. I just knew like I'm gonna talk shit and that's what it's gonna be.
Right.
But now I'm a little bit more structured. I know how to, bring it together a little bit more, but now I get to talk my shit. So it's like, I'm happy that it's his debut, but like it ain't gonna go right for him.
We had him on the show last night. We actually 5 and 5. Rappers on thank you for he said that you were in the bottom 5 battlers. Do you feel that?
All right, let's talk about his point of view first.
I respect.
Like he said something that stood out to me. Like he's a businessman, so it's not about like in his mind. It's not about like if you got bars or if you can rap or your performance. It's about what moves you making. So if that's the case, I would honestly say that I'm inconsistent. You feel me? So I understood. I got that.
A lot of girls are though.
Yeah, I got that. As far as bottom 5, as far as bars go, no.
So who's in your bottom 5?
listen, the list could go, because a lot of bitches be trash. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. And I think that popularity holds people over. And it's not no shade. Like, I don't like them as a person, because truth be told, I don't know none of them as people. Like, we don't live around each other, nothing like that. So it's like, if I gotta watch and say who's in my, I don't think that Farrah can rap anymore. And I know that might be controversial, but I was like, when I came into battle rap, and I tell people this all the time, Caution didn't bring me into battle rap. I watched Farrah and Shuni versus Tori and Don, and I remember sitting on my mom's step. It was my first time ever seeing a battle rap, and I told my uncle, like, yo, I can do that. And he was like, you ain't gonna get on Queen of the Ring, though. Like, he had already knew about Queen of the Ring. And I was like, I bet you I get on that joint. Like, I bet you. And then I got on that joint. And so, like, my thing was, I was hyped about Farrah in the beginning, but, like, kind of fizzling out. I think she's popular. I think she's a businesswoman. I think she's charismatic. She's always been very nice to me, but I think that her bars are trash. That's just my opinion. So I will put, and I'm not saying like girls who haven't really had a shot who have been battling that I think is trash.
Right,
yeah, so I think that the Farrah, I said Tori, but that was last night. I mean, not Tori, Tony. I don't really like. It's nothing up. She might got bars to you or whatever the case may be, over your preference, but I don't really pay her no mind. When like I can't get into her.
I had a battle too.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, let's say I flopped. It was my first time on caffeine or even battling and like on my phone, so I kind of like kept stopping, like because it was like it was cutting out to Babs, and then I could hear them talking, and it was like it was silent during her round, but like I just didn't really know how to
approach it.
I didn't know how to like function on it. As far as the bars go, like I mean, she got through her round and choked twice. Like, hold on, let me get some water. Like, but I think popularity plays a part in that too, because it's like, oh, Tony. I keep calling this girl Tori. It looked the same to me.
It does.
Hold on, my sister just pulled her up. Hi, Susan. You know how they go. So, I don't think, I think she trash, truthfully. And then I don't know, I ain't never really paid Nemesis no mind. But these are the females that I be like, what? Bitch, I would never watch your battle, but like, not like, I don't pay them no mind. It's not that stick out to me about them. So, like, yeah. That's the bottom 5. And like, if it's about popularity, you could put me in that joint too, because I don't seek to be popular. That's the truth.
So you speak about popularity. I said a lot of people Caution got you for battle. How does it feel this year last year kind of to the level of that and buzzing and things like that?
I don't take nothing away from her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know her as a person. So even though we go through what we go through, like, she real resilient. Like, you feel me? Like, you can't take that from her. So it don't surprise me that she's doing what she's doing.
Right. She probably could have just asked you, sir. Y'all was okay. You know, top tiers this
No, she not ever gonna be top tier because she trash. She can't rap. I mean, she can rap. Like she would do good at Verbal Warzone. Like if she went to Verbal Warzone, she could take that joint over because she could rap on beat. But as far as battle goes, like that shit not there.
So I don't want to stray away from the evolution part. This gonna be your first time battling.
You said it's gonna be my first time battling what?
In Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Any concerns about that?
I just like, I don't know, like people was like, I don't know, it's so crazy because about this battle, like after like everybody is like, oh, let me tell you this, or let me tell you that, or let me give you this tip, or let me give you that tip. And it's like, I don't really, not that I'm not going to like listen or, you know, take heed, but it's like everybody that's doing it keeps saying, and it's in Atlanta. You know, that's like the gay capital of the world. I'm like, what? What? I never knew that. So I don't know. I think that I don't know if the crowd will be biased or whatever. So like that's my only concern about it. If he's spitting some shit about like the gays, like again, I don't gay bash. That ain't really my thing. Like, so I look at him like an artist, not just about his sexual preference, although it is his thing. But like I'm gonna go at him like he's a fucking man. Like you feel me? Like.
And you have one of the most viewed battles by rappers you do famous. Do you feel like that's swept under the rug? Like you don't give you enough credit for that?
I think people talk about it too much. Like, because even though it's like the most viewed battle, yeah, it put me in the charts or whatever, I feel like the fact that people bring it up is dithering to me, because at the end of the day, it went viral because she put out a dildo. However, I prepared myself, flew to Vegas. She was mean as shit the entire time, to the point where I was like, do I gotta smack the shit out this bitch or her friends? Like, it was very uncomfortable. And then she put out a dildo. So it was like, I went there to rap, and she made us go viral, but it looked bad on me because after that happened, she ain't rapped for years. So it was like, oh, Zen got a dildo thrown at her feet, or a bitch said the bitch smacked me upside the head with it. Like, it's like very bad for me. But at the end of the day, I went there to rap. Like, you feel me? So I don't think that's good publicity for me. Even though the views put me in a position where people are like, who the fuck is that? Why she got all those views? Oh, you know what I mean? I was there rapping. And even though it was all those views, somebody still viewed the battle, gave the potential for somebody to be able to say, damn, let me see what else she got. You feel me? So that's the way I look at that battle. I don't really look at that like, oh my God, oh my God, y'all only got millions of views. Like, we know how that shit came about. I'm not.
Hustle said RIP DMX. I'm not sure.
No!
RIP DMX.
DMX died.
His family pulled the plug. So, shout out to DMX. You also battle E Heart. I say a lot of people do have you winning that. Like, that's swept under the rug.
That is definitely swept. That's swept under the rug on purpose, though. I feel like that's under the rug on purpose, though, because people are not supposed to be E Heart. Like, especially not Zan. The way y'all put it, like, oh, she's trash, she's nobody. I'm not never supposed to beat anybody. So I feel like all the good showings that I do have, since I did decide to like really focus and find where I'm fucking up or what makes me choke. Once I fix that, I don't get the same. How can I say, notoriety? Like with E Heart, it was like this. It was like, yo, Zan, I'm doing like 40 hit me. Shout out to 40 bars too. Like 40 hit me. I was like, yo, Zan, like, you know, I fuck with you. You're a good person. Like, you deserve it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, bring you out to Boston. I'm doing this little event. It's like, all family love or whatever case. Like, she threw like a nice big barbecue for like people in her hood or whatever the case may be. So she gave out like free food. Like, she really pulled it off. It's like a real nice event, like something she gave back to her community or something to that effect, like a barbecue, block party barbecue type thing. So she said, I'm going to give you E Heart. Now, my heart was like, it's fucking E Heart. Like, I'm talking about when I think of like top tier, it's like E Heart. E Heart. Like, she bought, like, when she said, this bird ain't cooked every round rotisserie, I was like, oh shit. Like, so I was like, oh shit. So she was like, don't take this battle light.
Right.
I think I was so nervous that I couldn't write for her. Like, I was so nervous, like, yo, I'm going to lose. I was like, in my head, like, I'm going to lose. It's E Hard. I don't want to embarrass myself. Like, I'm doing good. I don't want to lose. And then one day it just snapped, like, yo, just pin that shit and go do your thing. So I literally wrote that battle for E Hard a week before the battle. Like, literally was still trying to make sure that I don't choke. And I told myself, like, if you're not done writing at least 2 to 3 weeks before your battle, call that shit off, because you're not going to embarrass yourself. Especially if they don't like paying me, I don't feel like I owe you nothing.
Right.
You feel me? Like, it ain't no contract. If you're not paying me, if I decide a week before or 2 weeks before that I'm not doing a battle, you gotta chalk it because you didn't secure me. That's how I feel. You feel me? So I wrote for her, and then I just felt like she was. Matter of fact, I know for sure she was taking me light. She had just battled Miami. Think about it. I had to battle her 2 weeks after she battled Miami. I pull up to the battle so I can see where she's at. Like, to study her a little bit because she was right in Jersey. Right. And I say, and then so I say to her, who you got next? And she said, I don't got nobody next. I'm about to take a break. And I said, and I'm standing there like, bitch, I'm trying to figure out like what I'm going to say to this bitch. And she don't even know she got a battle me in 2 weeks. So I knew for sure she took me light. So I was just like, so when I said you took me light, but it's cool because I took my time, that's only because I knew for sure she took me light. Like, I literally had it just gave me motivation. Like, she's going to take me light. And that was fine with me. Because I feel like if Mayweather take his opponent light and they beat Mayweather, it's still a loss for Mayweather. So you still got to take that loss on the chin. I don't care if you it was Zan, then you still lost.
And E-Heart's kind of what's that? Battle rap legend. Who would be in your Mount Rushmore of female battlers? Your Mount Rushmore.
You said who am I? Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, who's in your Mount Rushmore?
So like, wait, how many niggas is on Mount Rushmore? 3, 4? It's 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I love 40. I love Hustle. Those are my top 2 bitches that I really fuck with the most. Like I really be like waiting for their battles to drop.
Who you had winning?
Huh?
Who you had winning their battle?
I had 40 winning that battle, but I felt like Hustle had way more energy, and I fucked with everything she was saying. It was kind of hard for me. Like I really had to keep watching that shit because when 40 get the rapping and she feeling it, it like the bars be like overhead joints and all that. So I really like took my time to like really break that shit down. I do give it to 40, but I think that shit can go either way for real. That's how I feel.
So you got 40, you got Hustle.
Huh? Oh yeah, 40 Hustle. I know E-Heart is oversaturated, but I still look at her like she's the top, and I like Official, so they would be my top 4.
Anyone else you want to in the future?
You said anybody who I want to battle in the future?
Anybody in that Mount Rushmore that you want to finish?
All of them. You said who I want to battle?
Yeah.
All of them. All of them.
It's been a wave of new girls that have come in during the time that you were away. Any of the new girls new girls you can stand in front of?
Would you consider Coffee a new girl?
Yeah, I would consider her part of the newer.
I like Coffee. I like her energy. I like and when I say I like somebody, it's not like, oh, I like them that I'm being Joe. Like, oh, you just was saying you like me. It's not like that. Like, it's like I would look forward to battling her. Like,
understand.
I like her, and I like C Bree, the lyricist. I like her when she get her shit off. Like she be talking some shit. Who else do I like that's new? I wouldn't consider Cheddar new. Man, I don't even like Cheddar. Not like I don't like her bars, because I can't say I don't like her bars because I don't really watch her. I just don't like her.
As a person or
just as an internet. Because I don't know none of these people, so I can't say I don't like her as a person. I don't know what she do in her personal life. But people be saying she's doing real good, but but that's all that matters, like, you know what I mean? So fuck my opinion. Don't let my opinion get to you. Yeah, no, I don't be watching these bitches. Like, I can't.
How you feel about Yoshi? I think she's one of the front runners for the new girls. People probably wouldn't even mind you Yoshi. How you feel about what she's trying to be, man?
I like Yoshi. I like that she's true to herself, and she got words. Like, you feel me? Like, to thine own self be true. I like that she's true to herself. I was watching people like tear her apart, and I was like why? And it's like, oh, she's a whore, and I'm like, your mom be sucking dick. Like, don't do that. Like, don't act like you suck a little dick before. Like, you feel me? Like, don't do that. But I like Yoshi. I like that she's true to herself. I think I would beat her. I think I would beat her bad too. But you know.
And you battled Marasha as well. Flykingi battled Marasha. Did you watch their battle?
I did watch their battle.
How you feel that way?
I felt like Marasha had the potential to beat him in that battle. I don't think he was very strong in the battle. I think he had the crowd. I think, it's his performance that pushes him, that gives him that edge. It's his energy that gives him his edge. I know how Marasha go in. Like, you feel me?
Right.
I think that she didn't. I think she was ill prepared. That's how I feel. Because when she's comfortable, she could have matched his energy. You feel me? Like, she's very charismatic and all of that. Like, I felt like I give it to him. Like, he definitely took the battle. But I don't think it was like one of those. Bar wise, I don't think it was like, oh my God, he's so plain. It was like, this nigga nice, like, because he's nice. Like, you feel me? Like, he's comfortable. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like I felt like if she was on her shit, she could have made it a different battle.
Yeah, you were actually mentioned in that battle.
I was what?
You were mentioned in that battle by
him?
Yeah. IV after the answer the body was changing.
Forgot. I forgot. It went. That shit went over my head. Damn, I didn't even catch that.
He's also. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, people shoot at me all the time. So.
He also battled somebody that he battled as well. Did you like that show?
I didn't get a chance to watch the entire battle, but I felt like I said, I felt like E Hart was ill prepared for that joint. Like I felt like she went into that joint like I'm gonna talk to this nigga, like you feel me, like, and you gotta have a little bit more something with him.
Before they came out in that battle, I'm sorry, I had a quick. So yeah, as far as the girls, do you feel as though that you're front runner of the girls, and if not, who is holding Philly down for now?
I feel like bar wise, I got the better bars out of us, but I feel like we all doing our thing. Shice, I mean, I know y'all don't really pay her that much mind, but Shice really be battling a lot. Like niggas, she's booked and paid. Like niggas pay Shice to come out and do battles, so she be battling and like she just don't get the notoriety that she needs. I feel like Caution is more like gimmicky. It's like, oh, look at me, but it's not like the talent not there. But so like, if I was to be like, oh yeah, I want to be on all these currents, I want to go to all these events, I want to show off, and I want to be, then I could. But again, like that's not really even my personality. Like you feel me, like.
And I think at the point when you first kind of came on, I think out of all this, probably were getting positive feedback initially, and then I think as the tone started this there or whatever, you got to lose the people. Did you get it back this year?
Just like I said, when I started realizing, I knew what I was doing wrong though. Like it was like, you can rap, I don't have nobody to write for me, so that shit take time. Like it take time to come up with ideas and things like that. So my thing was, I just wanted to be seen. I'm like, oh shit, did you hear what card I was on? What am I going to wear? How am I going to look? I just wanted to be, I was more focused on being around than actually making sure that I had my shit down pat. So I was going to these battles ill prepared, choking. And I was, they really like, I want to say, I feel like I was beating myself. So like, let me take some time off. I took 2 years off. And I wasn't like writing battle bars in the 2 years, but it was like, pace yourself. Like, you know what I mean? But in that time, it was like, she lost, she trashed. And I wasn't like doing nothing at the time. So it was like, I feel like that kind of deterred me as well. It was like, she lost. Oh, she's trash. And I was like not responding. I wasn't like around or nothing like that. So it was like, all right, let me come back. And then I came back and I battled VA for my comeback battle. And I think that was one of the best out of the gate battles I ever had. Like,
audio was, that audio was horrible.
It was, and also the setting was horrible. And they ain't show y'all on the battle, but they literally had to stop the battle to bounce somebody out of there because the nigga was like, easy writing her bars, and then the bouncer beat boy the fuck up and bounced him out of there. So I was like, nah, that was corny.
You everybody knows you. I had a call now. I'm sure of the battle. On the kind of how you guys out. No,
it was. I don't know. Like I think us falling out was like a long time coming. And like battle rap be like, bitch, y'all be friends and then y'all not, and then y'all friends and then y'all not. But you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like that was a long time coming. Like you feel me? Like you know how you be having friends that's not really your friend, but you love them. That's just how I feel about that situation. Like we don't really gotta get into details. I just, you know what I'm saying, I'm always gonna love her and her son. I just can't fuck with her. Like it's just one of them situations.
Any chance rectify?
Who? Wait, what?
Any chance y'all making up?
No.
No.
Because
we trying to get a segment where we bring people to. Maybe y'all could be out.
Nah, they say, if you see the snake in the grass and it bites you, that's your fault. You feel me?
Well, you know, she was pushing it up lately, so she don't gotta win no more. You know, her man keep her in a you know.
And she should. And she should. I don't wish nothing bad for that girl. And she should. You know, like you just said, her man keeping her.
With the evolution card, we had any prediction.
Wait,
So
hold
the
on, because my
card.
phone breaking up a little bit. You said any predictions?
Yeah, we can kind of go down matchups on the card.
Oh, can you pull the card up for me real quick?
I can go. I got.
Oh, okay, cool.
You got Nemesis and Lady J.
Again, I know Nemesis had did a diss track against me, and it was kind of
Against you?
Yeah, she like, yo, people really be thinking something like I think people think the worst of me. I was subbing, fucking with this girl and her and some other girl outfit, but she was in the picture. But the whole time I swear to God, listen, I put this on a law. May a law strike me down right now. I didn't even know who she was in the picture. Sue be my witness. She was with me. We was about to get on jet skis, but I'm sitting there talking shit about the girl with the fake Uggs on or whatever, right? So I'm like, yeah, this was y'all fake Uggs or whatever. But mind you, I'm thinking maybe she a supporter. I didn't know who she was. So she inboxed me and she was like, what's the problem? No, first Shice called me like, what's going on with you and Nemesis? I'm like, who the fuck is that? Like, who the fuck is that? But she's like, yeah, you had posted a picture. She said you was talking shit about her. I'm like, yo, I don't know this bitch, but you do know that if I was talking shit about her, I would have just been like, yeah, bitch, I was talking about you. So then she had came in my inbox and we was going back and forth a little bit. And she had said something about my sister. And I don't be feeling that because one thing for sure, two things certain, I got tough skin. You're not going to talk about my sister and I'm going to run off and cry. Talk about my sister, I might still off on you when I see you. But for the sake that it's battle rap, I don't even look at people like that. I looked at it like you was trying to make me feel bitter, so you got that. Go ahead. And then she dropped the diss track, and then that Devo was like, oh, you got this fine. I'm like, nah, it's not.
I never heard it. I know.
It was on her page. She had posted it in your group or whatever, and I was like, okay, little bitch, or whatever. Look like a fucking Cabbage Patch Kid in the face.
You liked the diss?
Huh?
Did you like the diss?
No.
No.
Because bitches talk about me having a bunch of kids. Wait, hold on. I'm 34 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I have 4 children. My oldest is a teenager. Matter of fact, I have 3 teenagers. I'm not a little ass girl where it's like, oh my God, you got all these kids. I have just about the same amount of kids that your mom would actually have at her age, at my age. You know what I mean? So it's like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, what is that?
Do you regret kind of putting them, maybe, everybody knowing that, or make comments? I know some kids in the background.
No. I don't regret it because at the end of the day, I'm a woman. We reproduce, we have children. You feel me? I never. Anytime somebody says something about me having children, it's like, what's the punch? What's the bad thing about that? I love my kids. They made me grow up. They make me hustle. My kids make me. So okay, kudos. They all got social security numbers. What the fuck?
So you got Lady J beating Nemesis, right?
Yep. I think so.
Of course, you got yourself with and then they have Mirage as well. I
actually beating Mirage.
Any reason why?
Like I said, people probably ain't paying Shice no mind right now, but back in the day, it was like, oh, she got subpar bars. Practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Shice has gotten into the point where she knows herself, so she started to be more comfortable. It's I can watch. Back in the day, I was like, all right, you know what? It's Shice. She kind of light with the bars or whatever. But now it'd be like, oh shit, Shice, you battling? I want to see that joint. So I got Shice over her. Not to be on no bias shit, because I fuck with Mirage. Mirage is real witty. But I got I don't know, this ain't right, but cake for real. Actually, I think that it might be a 2-1 either way on the strip that Mirage got bars. You feel me? And it's Queen of the Ring. Queen of the Ring make people step it up. You feel me? So yeah. I think that could be. I think that could go either way or Shice.
And then we have 2 returns. We got Cedar Boss returning, and we also have Chris Yamaguchi return. Maybe.
Okay, that's what I was about to get to. I like both of them. When Chrissy was out and rapping, she was somebody. I was like, oh, this bitch look like she could be my cousin. You know what I'm saying? She looked like a family member or whatever. So I used to watch her, but then she started no showing battles a lot. So I was like, when I seen that during the card, I'm like, if she show up, I still think C gonna beat her because I like C. You feel me? I like her bars. I like her over her. So that's who I think gonna win. If she show up, if she come. I'm hoping that she do though, because I really do want to see her again.
Yeah, I'm hoping she comes too. I think she let a lot down when she showed those battles. A lot of people hopes up, show up. So hopefully she's here. I'm pretty sure she will though. They kind of so hopefully she'll. And then the main event we got 8R4 her return versus
Versus who?
C3.
I never seen AR 14.
Yes, the number 8, the letter R.
That's a little tricky of her. That's very, very tricky of her.
So
yeah, I never seen her, so I can't really call it. But I know what C3 be getting into. But I really can't give a good because I never seen her before. Like I never seen her rap, so I can't.
You better see the boss I'm on Quinn.
Huh?
You better see the boss on Quinn the Range. So Shoni. She's battled Coffee. That's
I'll look into her after my battle though, because like I'm only focused on this.
Definitely. I think that she has a good chance. I know she has a lot of battles up. And 8R is one of those girls who bar. So,
I actually watched C3 not have around for somebody though, and write that shit. And like when I went out to, I was supposed to battle that girl Matrix. Oh my god! I went out to Louisiana with C3 and 40 and wait, was that the time? No, that was Boston. No, that's when I was in Boston when I battled E Heart, and she was like, "I don't really got shit. I'm gonna go with the flow," and that shit hit. So I know she can get it done.
I think it just depends on her. Like I said, 8R is a girl who bar a lot. Kind of was comparing her to Jazz in her time. A bar girl, a lot of people may consider her boring. So it's just gonna be maybe a matter.
I've heard of her before though. I ain't gonna lie. The 8R. I thought her name was AR 14. But I've heard of her. Like I've heard guys mention her. I was listening to something on Angry Fan before, and they was like giving her and Coffee like big up. So, I haven't heard anything bad.
Let's see. All right, let's play a little game. Let's do a little bit of this and that, and fuck. We're gonna kind of make.
You said a little bit of this and that, and
this or that, and fuck Mary Kay.
Okay.
So Cassidy, I'll get.
Cassidy what?
Or Gilly.
Definitely Gilly.
Okay. Fuck Mary Kill. You got they got Flykingi. Shout out to Flykingi. You late Flykingi.
Nigga got late to his own funeral.
They smack ARP. Fuck Mary Kill.
Fuck, marry, or kill. I would marry Smack because he seemed like he got the bag and he a businessman. And it was Vague and who else?
Vague and ARP.
Who's ARP?
The owner of RBE.
Don't know the nigga.
Oh, well, pick that one.
I'd probably fuck him and duck him. And I wouldn't, and I would probably kill Vague because nigga, you'll never step in for me. You one of the Queen Ring owners too, nigga. I don't know you. Like, kill the shit out of you. And no, I'm gonna kill Vague for that fucking video with him and fucking Rex.
That's for those. What's some better? Bill Collector or Enos.
Bill Collector or Enos?
This or that.
Oh, I'm going with Nas. I fuck with Bill though, but I'm going with Nas. Like I grew up listening to that nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, he definitely a Philly legend. I mean, if I had to talk about legends, because I ain't talking about like looks, but yeah, definitely Nas over Bill Collector.
Charisma's from Philly as well. Have you heard her?
Is she from Philly or did she move to Philly and was out here?
I don't know. I thought she was from there. You would probably know better than me. Since those your streets. Then you got 30 Days, sis. You got Meek Mills or Lil Uzi?
Meek.
You ain't feeling Uzi?
No. No. I mean, people say he make good music, whatever the case may be. I don't listen to his music, and plus, like, Yeah, like who the fuck is the young boy? Like he's a buck. I don't know. My folks know him, but he ain't really my twist.
All right, we're gonna fuck Mary kill the let's see, fuck Mary kill. You got Miss Hustle, Vixen the Assassin, and Coffee Brown.
I ain't no lesbian, but I would fuck all of them. You know me? Listen, I'll kill all with a battle rap. I'll fuck all of them, and I would marry Hustle on the strength that Hustle be keeping her relationships quiet. Like I like low key shit. Like you feel me?
Do she though?
I don't know who she fuck with. And that's all that matters. You feel me?
Somebody said Eve or Pink. I don't know who Pink is, so I'm gonna go with Eve or Miss Eve or Miss J.
That's hard, but I'm gonna say Eve. Reason being, Jay hard as fucking nails, but Eve is a businesswoman. Like you feel me? Like she definitely made a little power move. You feel me?
So after this Flykingi battle, hopefully we're just gonna say, thanks for you. Everybody's like, who do you want next?
First of all, I want to battle Don Lady. I know everybody can say, "Oh, leave it alone." No, that's I want to scratch. Like, but only thing about Don is when I say that, she was like, "You're begging for the battle." No, I ain't gonna beg you for shit. Like when it came down to it, I was willing to pay you. I feel like somebody tricked her out of some bread. Somebody let her trick herself out of some bread. So I feel like me and Don Lady is. I just think it'll be like a real good battle. Like you feel me?
Kind of like a mirror match in a sense, I guess.
Yeah, like so it's like I kind of want to get that out the way.
What do you think stopping the battle from happening? Because it seems like, if I'm not mistaken, y'all were in the process, y'all were in the talks of doing it before, right?
Mm-hmm. The situation went like this. When WBL was around, like that was my home team, like my home league back when I was like, doing like active. And my manager reached out to her and asked her if she would do the battle for like $600. So she was with it at first. And to my understanding, her management, which was supposed to have been Queen of the Ring, which I'm not sure if that's the actual fact that they were her management at the time. But whoever her manager was like, if they'll give you $600, it's Zen, you're done. Ask them for $1,200. So my manager say no. But at the time, whoever her management was, I think they was arguing over like $150, or like they gave her $150 for a battle or some shit. So in my mind, like you just let them trick you out of getting $600 when they won't even give you a bean 50, like.
Right.
So it was like that. So then I was like, you know what? Let me figure out what I actually want to do. As for I'll put a pin in her and come back to her. Mm-hmm. And then that was that. So then when I did resurface and people asked me again, like, who do you want to battle? I say Don Lady. And then it was like, get off my dick. Why you dicky? And I'm like, damn, like it's battle rap. Like it's not like I'm like stalking you down. Like, bro, it's battle rap. Do you want to take the battle or not?
Her and Flykingi is a battle that people request a lot too. Usually when I mention him battling the girl, it's Don Lady. Kind of like a little maybe birds that could be the maybe whoever. Don Lady, whoever wins, take the winner. You've been out for a minute.
But you know what's crazy? Because like you just said, me and Don would be like a mirror match kind of, right? But they'll say that Don has a good chance of beating him, but they will be like, no, Zen gonna lose to him. You feel me?
I think because she has more consistency, I think her reputation in battles is better than yours, being honest. She's deliberate. We don't have many, if any, we barely have any songs of Don choking. Even when she does come, she
right.
I think history,
Do choking ever get deleted off of your? Like, do people ever stop talking about it?
No, Shayna choked 2 battles 10 years ago, and she's still here about it to this day.
Listen, I ain't never heard about that shit.
She choked her E-Heart battle, she choked her Jazz battle, and they said
was it like big battles and she ended up choking?
Yeah, E-Heart's was a big battle for her. Jazz was her 3rd battle. They both was, at the same little level. So I think.
Yo, let me clear something up too. Now that I'm thinking about it, this nigga Flykingi said on his fucking interview, like, what was that dress? I'm trying to figure out like what color it was. Let me say this. We did the battle like 1 o'clock in the morning. It was a fucking snowstorm. And while we were in the car, we swerved, and I like one of these containers spilled on me. I had on white pants. Obviously, I had a white sweater on, right? I had no choice, and it was freezing, so I had to pull my socks all the way up because I ain't have nothing to go under that nut ass skirt. It wasn't even my skirt, like.
But what battle?
Ash Cash, like on some shit like that was a nut ass fit, like. Shit was not but it was one of them joints, like, it was like 1 in the morning. Like, where the fuck am I about to go get something else to wear? Like,
he also got onto your little verse, hard. How you felt about your bob? Because he bringing up your great bob.
Oh no, that joint was late. I don't care what that nigga said. Like, that shit was it. That shit was flowing. You feel me?
How you coming for this battle?
I just feel like I'm just gonna get back to my roots. Like, I feel good about it. As far as my rating goes, like I said, I feel like I had to transition to try to fit in. So I feel like even though I did that, it gave me the talent to be able to like write bars, like, and set them up. And so if I just go in there and just be myself, I think this nigga's gonna have a hard time. Like,
and when y'all first came out, it was kind of like a bit of a rivalry between you guys and more girls. I know this. I would say all of the Beamer girls have kind of fizzled out. Consider y'all winning the war.
We was winning then because I know for sure that Caution didn't have nobody writing for her, and when she battled Cakes, even though she lost, then it comes to find out that you lost because she had a writer.
Yeah.
And did Shice battle? No, Shice didn't battle to Be More Girls, and I felt like I had better material than Peg, but it was like she didn't choke. And because she was known for choking.
Oh no, that first round, I'll put your ass.
You said she went on?
Taylor. She's not on you in the first.
I don't know. Like I said, like stuff like that fly by me because like you can't say nothing about my kid because at the time in my mind, but it don't.
It's stuff like, "What's up, Taylor?
Taylor, you with your mommy? Some. I Chuck Taylor." I'm like, okay. Yo, and at the time, Taylor was like 1 year old though, like, so, like, she 10 now, so I'm like, yo, Taylor, like, you want this bitch? Like, I don't make Taylor. Nah, I wouldn't make Taylor beat it out. Nah, violent. But, yeah, she was going in, but don't, because when I came at Norma, I was learning how to get the crowd on my side. Remember, that was only my second battle, so, and I had never battled before. So my first battle ever was with Cakes at Queen of the Ring. I didn't have no footage. So that was my second. So I was kind of like still learning myself.
We got battled. We already battled.
Wait, hold on. Wait, say it again.
When Cakes came, when the Caution, like, we already battled.
Oh yeah. We already battled, but yeah, whatever. Because that's how it was, because it was like the Baltimore bitches versus the Philly bitches, and I feel like once this girl got her shit off or whatever the case may be, I was like, damn, like, when's she coming back? I really felt like, and this might be in my mind, I'm like, I gotta rematch this bitch because I ain't start choking till this bitch beat me, and then she didn't choke no more. So I was like, oh no, bitch, we need to rematch and reverse this fucking curse. But
which one?
Pack.
Oh, she gone though.
Yeah, but that was back then. You feel me?
I had to Pack. She incarcerated. Oh yeah, Coco Cakes be telling everybody this. In prison, so shout out to Pack.
What's she in jail for?
Assault, battery, or something of that nature.
She was fighting at the strip club.
I don't know, but shout out to Pack. We love you, Miss Pack.
Free Miss Pack.
Free you. They need to lock Coco Cakes out of that cheap lingerie because it look horrible. But
I don't know, like the thing with the Baltimore girls versus the Philly girls, always make it a thing. Like they was always trying to make it a thing like it was beef. So like every time you turn around, it's like, oh well, such and such don't like such and such. I don't be knowing these motherfuckers personally, so I can't say that I don't like nobody. Like I don't.
Why do you think guys would pit against each other?
Don't get me the fuck, because I think around the sparring session times, it was like they were new. It was 3 of them. We came and it was 3 of us. So it was like the Philly girls versus the Baltimore girls. That's how I feel like. That's how I think that started. Because ain't like bitches knew nobody personally, because if you want to get personal, Shites already shut that shit down when she battled Streams and got the first 1 million views in female battle rap history ever. You feel me? Huh?
People don't know that.
No, people don't know that. Shites Raw was the first female ever in battle rap to reach 1 million views, her and Streams. And then it was like, oh shit, they being biased towards the Baltimore girls because how Streams get right in the ring and we sitting here busting our ass off coming to sparring sessions and shit, and she get right in the ring.
Yeah, she didn't do a sparring session.
No, she didn't.
Never had to do a sparring session. Marasha did a sparring session. Gaddis never did a sparring session.
I did 2 sparring sessions, right? I sparred with Coco, I sparred with Pat, and then they brought me back. Remember they was doing the closed rooms?
Uh-huh.
And I had to battle that girl, whatever the fuck her name was, and then I beat her. They ain't dropped the footage, and then the niggas asked me to come back and do a sparring, and I was like, nah, that ain't it. Then they had like the blind battles where you didn't know who you was battling, and my manager didn't want me and Caution to battle each other. So when we went out to New York, and I don't think that was like Debo for it, and I really think it was me and Caution fault because we went out there and we got lost. Like we I don't know, we like got like caught the bus out there and got on a train and ended up all the way in New Rochelle or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And then we tried by the time we got back, they had matched so many people up that only people that could battle was us. And our manager was like, nah, I don't want y'all to battle. So it's like we went all the way out in New York because he was like, I want to save that battle for something else. Like, you feel me? Like we had already had our own league. So then, when we, we told them that, and that's when I think that Queen Ring really didn't fuck with us no more. Like, it was like, oh, fuck y'all bitches.
I can't say he like that hat where it took.
Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. I'm gonna have my real hair out, and it's gonna be braided to the back. I'm gonna have like some Cleo braids. I'm gonna have some Meek Millies.
Yeah, we official and 40 both had one sparring session. Yeah, it's a few girls that had one sparring session. Miss Queen had one sparring session. I'm talking about girls that did none.
Yeah, but they had a sparring session. So like my thing was like,
I doesn't have any.
Ooh, Flykingi talking heavy too, bitch. Why should it? Or what's a sparring session? They gonna send you after sparring, bitch, after this. Back to the ghetto, you fucking go, okay?
Anybody you would want to do a 2-on-2 with?
I would really like to do a 2-on-2 with. I would like to do a 2-on-2 with C3 and another bitch. I like C3. I want to do a sparring session with. I want to do a 2-on-2 with. Because this bitch, I'm like in the comments. The only thing I see is what's a sparring session. I want to do a 2-on-2 with Yoshi. I think me and Yoshi, cause like so, like, you know how you be having other sides to you. Like I might got a little bit of thought bars. Though,
but we know you got. We know how it get.
You be keeping it cute though. Them tens, but I keep them clean though. You feel me?